Right now, nearly half of UK workers are living paycheck to paycheck. In the US, it's 57% of adults. And the most common reason they give, I just don't earn enough to save. That's not entirely true, and I'm going to prove it to you with real numbers in the next 7 minutes. Because the problem isn't your income, it's the system nobody ever taught you. Let's be clear about what's actually happening. The average UK worker takes home about £2,700 per month after tax. In the US, it's roughly $3,400 per month. And yet, most people reach the end of the month with nothing left. Where does it go? Here's the breakdown most people never check. The average UK household spends £100 to £120 per week on food. That's £430 to £520 per month. More on groceries alone than many people realize. The average British person wastes £47 a month on subscriptions they don't use, streaming services they forgot about, apps they downloaded once. The average American spends $328 a month eating out and ordering delivery. Not fine dining, just regular lunch, coffee, takeout. Add it up, that's nearly £500 gone every single month. And here's what nobody's talking about. You probably don't realize it's happening because it's not dramatic. It's not one big expense. It's small, consistent, invisible, and slow is how financial stress gets you. Here's what most financial advice tells you. Just cut back. Stop buying coffee. Stop eating out. Stop living. That advice isn't just useless, it actually backfires. Here's why. Willpower is finite. It runs out. Studies by behavioral economists show that people who rely purely on willpower alone to change their spending fail within 3 months. Not always, but most of the time. It gets worse for people on lower incomes. Every financial decision costs you more mental energy. Economists call this decision fatigue from scarcity. When money is tight, just deciding between 2 grocery options takes real cognitive effort. After 30 days of this, you're exhausted. So what actually works instead of willpower? Systems. Automatic systems that run whether you're motivated or not. Systems that work even on days you don't feel like saving. Here's what that system looks like. Step 1 is simple but requires honesty. It's called a money audit. For 30 days, you track every single pound or dollar that leaves your account. Every direct debit, every tap, every subscription charge. Just track it. Don't judge it yet. And here's what almost everyone discovers. Between £150 and £300 in monthly spending, they completely forgot about. That's real money. £150 per month equals £1,800 per year. That could be an emergency fund. That could be a holiday. That could be money you actually control. Gone because you didn't look. Research from financial tracking apps shows that 71% of people underestimate their monthly spending by at least $200. People are off by thousands per year. You don't have a saving problem, you have a visibility problem. This step takes 1 hour, tops. Check your last 3 months of bank statements. Highlight anything you didn't expect. Add it up. Then you'll know the truth of where your money goes. Now I want to show you something that changes how you think about saving forever. Standard advice says save 20%. Jump straight to 20%. The classic 50-30-20 rule. On a low income, that feels impossible. Here's what they're not telling you. You don't start at 20%. You start at 1%. If you earn £1,400 per month, 1% is £14. That's £168 per year. Small, right? But here's where it changes. Each month you increase by 1%. Month 2, 2%, £28. Month 3, 3%, £42. By month 6, you're saving 6%, and you barely notice the difference from your monthly spending. By month 12, you're saving 12% automatically. That's £168 a month, £2,016 per year. This isn't theory. Behavioral economists at Stanford and UC Berkeley studied exactly this model and found people using incremental saving saved 3 times more than those who tried to jump straight to 20%. The reason? Your brain adapts slowly. It doesn't resist small changes. It fights sudden ones. So who's getting the savings question wrong? Everyone who starts too big. If this is making things click, hit subscribe. I break down money exactly like this every week. No jargon, no judgment, just real solutions. Once you're saving, even 14 pounds, you need somewhere to put it that you won't spend it. And here's where most people get it wrong again. They keep everything in one current account. The money just sits there. Then something comes up. The money gets spent. The fix is the 3-bucket system. Bucket 1, bills. Direct debits only. Rent, utilities, phone, insurance, nothing else. This account is locked mentally. Bucket 2, living. Your weekly spending money for groceries, transport, essentials. A fixed amount only, and it resets each week. When it's gone, it's gone. Bucket 3, future. A completely separate high-yield savings account. Separate bank, separate login. Out of sight, genuinely. Here's why Bucket 3 matters. In 2026, the best high says in the UK offer 4.75% AER. In the US, up to 5.25% APY. Compare that to a current account earning 0.01%. You are literally being paid to save. Free money, just for moving money to the right place. Open that 3rd bucket today. Move even 10 pounds into it. The habit matters more than the amount. The system matters more than the number. Let me show you what this actually looks like in real life. Meet someone we'll call Sam. Sam earns 1,600 pounds a month take home, below UK average. Sam has never saved a penny. Month 1. Sam does the money audit, finds 120 pounds in forgotten subscriptions and unused gym memberships, cancels all of them, opens a HYSA, sets up an automatic transfer of 50 pounds on payday before Sam can even see the money. Month 1 savings, 50 pounds plus 120 pounds from cancellations. Month 3, Sam increases to 3%. That's 48 pounds. Combined with subscription savings, Sam is now saving 168 pounds per month without feeling it. Month 12, Sam has 1,200 pounds in a savings account, earning 4.75% interest, starting from zero, on a below-average income with a system not willpower. Now apply the same approach to someone in the U.S. earning $2,000 per month take home. Same process, same incremental increases. Month 12, $1,800 saved with $95 in interest earned. That's actual free money generated while you slept. Compound interest is either working for you or against you. For Sam, finally working for them. Here's exactly what you do. 5 rules, starting today. Rule 1, do your money audit this week. 1 hour, find your forgotten spending. Rule 2, open a separate high-yield savings account. Keep it away from your daily account. Rule 3, automate 1% of your income on payday before you can touch it. Rule 4, add 1% every month. You will not miss it. Rule 5, never touch the future bucket unless it's a genuine emergency, non-negotiable. No complicated spreadsheets, no financial degree, no high income required. The people who are financially okay aren't the ones earning the most. They're the ones who started the system. Now it's your turn. I'm Matchstick, and this is Finance Explained Simply.